Okay, we record. Can everybody see my screen first, please? Can you just tell me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So let's do like this. So first of all, thank you so much for SK for coming here to give us full updates for Elephant Money. We did like, this is number 5, maybe 5th or 5th. We last one was like 4 or 5 months ago, I think, a long time ago. And there are many updates. Everybody asking, Phil, why you don't talk about Trunk? What's happening? I say, dude, I spoke with SK. He told me, dude, get in, don't be late. And I was late. And now it's on dip, so maybe I'll scoop up some because I know big things coming up. So again, nothing here is financial advice. Do your research. This video maybe will be in 2.5 speed, just to be much faster, or maybe 1.5 speed. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any question, always ask in the main chat of Elephant Money, please, or in my chat or SK chat, Telegram chat I'm talking about. Always use only the official website. If you want to find out the website, the link will be down in the description. Again, nothing here is financial advice. SK is the guy who can give us full explanation. Go ahead, shoot up, and I will shut up.
Hey, all right. Well, thank you for the introduction there, Mr. Crypto Phil. And yes, sir, there have been a number of things that have been updated since we've last spoken. And right there, what you're looking at on the homepage at the very top, I think it comes really down to those turbines. Okay, what is a turbine? A futures turbine, right? They've been running for about 2 months, which is what you just said before the recording started. If you look at the trunk price's all-time low of what, like 3.5 cents, since the turbines went into effect, we have now 20x from that, right? And there's some volatility. Nothing always just goes straight up. And in the last 24 hours, we've had some good volatility, some good buying opportunities. If BT were here, he would say that anything sub $1 trunk is a steal. And that's what the opportunity is right now. So the futures, okay, futures is on version 10. And part of why you're seeing the trunk chart the way it is right now is because some 20% of the inflows that go into futures actually buys trunk token now. So what does that mean? Because trunk token, we know, is a fixed supply asset now, okay? It is deflationary already because Bertha, the Elephant Treasury, does purchase trunk token and burn it. She burns half of it, and then the other half mints trumpet and burns it. And now you have like a secondary deflationary mechanism with this trunk turbine that has 20% of the futures inflow going in, scooping up cheap trunk, and then pulling that out of supply as well. So on that screen right now, you can see that there is 6.5 million trunk tokens in that turbine currently, valued at $3.2 million, okay? And the idea, the future premise of what this is setting up for is that when trunk throughout the bull run, it's the tip of the spear. It's the front facing product right now. And when trunk goes through its supply shock and barrels past $1, $5, $10, that dollar value of that trunk turbine is going to be gargantuan. And what that turbine does, along with the Bitcoin turbine that you see to the right, it holds 10 Bitcoin in it already. Those will go up in value, right, over the bull run. This is the theory. And then they have a 1% APR that come out of them to buy Elephant token directly for Bertha, which will in the future ignite the third parabolic run on the Elephant token. But right now, Elephant's kind of on the, it's the star quarterback that, is benched right now. Now we've got trunk front facing, no fee collection on it. It's easy. It's on Solana chain as well. So it appeals to the meme coin people. And the futures turbines, yeah, that's what they're designed to do. So I'll stop right there if you have any questions on what all that means.
Yeah, everybody are focusing on trunk now, not on elephant. Yeah, sadly, elephant going down for the moment. Let me just see. Can you send me Dune Analytics for futures? Do you have it?
Yeah, it's on the elephant.money page and on the menu. You want to go to that one. It's the most up-to-date Dune, but the Elephant Money menu bar, and there's something called statistics on that drop down.
So for everybody who are new, all right? I don't want to echo. Okay. Everybody who are new. Oh, somebody put the camera. Make sure you turn on the camera, whoever you are. No, thanks. So everybody who are new, just to know, Elephant Money has been running for how long? How many years?
So the protocol itself is over 3 years old as of March of this year. The Elephant token itself is 3 years old as of May 4th of this year. And Trunk token is approaching its third birthday here, I think in August.
Wow. Okay. That's a long time, I think, because what's happened is BT is the owner and he built a full ecosystem. So it's an elephant. This is for everybody who is new. So it's Elephant Money. That's the token. That's right here. And then it's like full ecosystem, Trunk and Bertha and futures. I highly suggest everybody who is new and want to learn more, watch the video number 1 and 2, what was done like 8-9 months ago. And then it's explaining everything. And this is like the new updates what we have right now. Okay, so let me just go to Dune Analytics. See this, correct? You can see the screen.
Yeah, I can see the screen.
Okay, so total deposit 34 million, correct?
Correct.
Total withdrawals, total compounds. So how much right now they're inside for the futures?
How many users? 3,700. I think the futures dashboard says 3,500. But essentially, yeah, the TVL compounds included is 51 million. Deposited is 34.5 million.
Correct. That's a big number, and it's running for 504 days since the first deposit. That is nice and sweet. Some people ask me to ask you about this big green line. This is the deposit of $1 million.
Yeah, $1 million.
Just a few days ago. What's happened?
Yeah, so in the last month, I don't know details other than it's an overseas hedge fund that is really ramping into their purchases of Trunk token as well as their futures bags that they're accumulating and building. So yeah, hedge funds, big money, institutional money is coming in. You know, you've got Bitcoin Nashville convention right around the corner in July. That BT, who's doxed, he's out there. He's going to be meeting not only with herd members but other institutional investors. So you know, we're in the infancy of what's about to happen, which is crazy to think about. We're already over 3 years old, but when you think of this as the 10-year beyond protocol that it is, yeah, we're just getting started. It's crazy.
Can you just explain how futures is working just very briefly?
Yeah, it might be easier if you go to the futures tab. If you pull that up and then we look at the yield tab, okay? Futures is an annuity style project or contract over at Elephant Money. It uses BNB on the way in and out. And when you deposit, it locks up your funds, but you will earn up to 0.5% a day on your deposit. Now, the interesting part is the inflows of where the incoming money goes to, okay? So, Phil, if you threw in $100,000, and you'd have to connect to see the stats on that black box, the yield tab, or I could pull up my screen, it doesn't matter. But it,
yeah, you
the
can.
futures, oh, you want me to pull in?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let's see if I can help you out right here. How's that look? Well, and whenever you need to take the screen back over, just let me know. But just understand that, Phil, if you came in with $100,000, 50% of that, okay, will immediately buy Elephant token directly for Bertha, okay? 50% of the incoming funds, so $50,000. The other $50,000 is allocated to different areas. So 10% goes to this BNB reserve. This is just kind of like an easily small claim pool that people that cash out can take from. Another 10% goes to this rainy day fund. So this is new since we've last spoke, Phil. So there's $326,000 in this, and what users are allowed to do is claim up to 10% the amount of this rainy day fund. So $32,000 is available for somebody to cash out of their locked balance at 50 cents on the dollar, okay? So if I can take $30,000 out of that rainy day fund because I have a rainy day event, right? I have an emergency. I can cash out $30,000, but my total value right here will drop $60,000, 50 cents on the dollar. So there's a give and a take right there, okay? So 10% to BNB reserve, 10% to rainy day fund, and then you have these turbines, okay? 20% of the inflow comes to buying Trunk, like I had mentioned, and locks it up in this turbine, which then buys Elephant token for Bertha. And then 10% buys Bitcoin or Bitcoin Binance on Binance chain. It stores that Bitcoin for the bull run that we're about to enter. Who knows where Bitcoin price is going to go? But this also has an outflow buying Elephant token for Bertha. So that's what's happening with futures right now. People that are not in futures, this is a very long-term annuity where, you know, you can see that I have nearly 100,000 locked up right now. And on that, I'm earning up to 0.5% a day on which I can then choose to compound it by throwing in $200 fresh and compounding that in, or I can claim against it, which would also drop my total value. This amount, if I claimed it out 1,000, this would drop by 1,000. So it's a good cash flow. As long as you're compounding more often than you claim, you grow your account and you establish a good cash flow.
Okay, so let me ask you, that BTC, if you go there, you have now like 10.5 BTC. So let's say when the bull market come and BTC it's 200,000, 150, whatever, what is the plan to do with that? Like, are you going to sell and buy back Trunk, or like, what's the plan to do?
No, both of these turbines for Trunk and Bitcoin, they're designed to do one thing. They only buy Elephant token. That's all they do. That's all they do.
So when that BTC turbine, like when is going to buy? I'm slightly confused there.
Yeah, so that's what these two little areas below are. You see the available Trunk, available BTC. The moment that funds come in to buy Trunk and to buy Bitcoin, they're stored right here. So at the moment, for example, there's 0.39 BNB, so only $266. This is stored right now to buy Trunk on the chart. And that happens when someone in the community hits this sweep contract button. So if I hit Trunk, it's going to take $266, buy the Trunk off the chart, stored in the turbine. In the same breath, it also takes this, only $4.72 worth of Trunk, and this goes and buys Elephant token. So it happens all in one motion. So actually, these are currently buying Elephant token. The thing is, these are brand new. You know, as of 2 months ago, the values haven't appreciated. But you can imagine these however often these buttons are hit, these will always buy Elephant token. So when this value goes up, the amount of Elephant purchased per time someone hits the button will keep buying Elephant, and that'll go up.
That's very okay, so it's all connected. So that's good. I like that. Okay, that's very, very good. Okay, nice, sweet. Okay, tell me more about Trunk. Like, people asking, like, Phil, why 20 times went up, 17 times to be precise, in like 2 months? What the heck is the reason? Like, what's the main reason for that?
Yeah, for sure. And I think if anyone isn't muted, go ahead and check and make sure you're muted. Let me see. So Trunk right now is 49 cents, as we already saw on the chart. What's happening now is when Stampede was retired, So Trunk Stampede is gone. Okay, everything has been migrated over into Trumpet staking. That has now allowed for the final fixed supply number of the Trunk token, which is 125 million, I believe. And Yeah, I think it's 125 million, and of that, 3 million's already been burned. You've got another 6.5 million that are stored in the turbine. Okay, and where was I going with that? But basically, oh, and Trunk is on Solana. I don't know if you knew this part, but Trunk is now on Solana. So when you come to the Trunk page, you'll see the contract address for Solana Trunk over here. If you have it already on BSC, you can wormhole it over onto the Solana chain. But now we have exposure over on Solana side. So if I were to type in Trunk, you'll see that we have 4 total LP pools, 2 of which are on the BSC paired with BNB and BUSD. But then you have 2 that are paired with USDC on the Solana chain. This one, particularly on Meteora, has $2.9 million in liquidity versus 133 right there, 2.3 million BNB, 9.7 million BUSD. So you have a deep liquidity, fixed supply, deflationary Trunk token that is on 2 chains, 2 completely separate sets of investors and participants. And that exposure is what's new to Trunk. That is why Trunk has exploded in growth with this exposure to Solana, and then also those future turbines soaking up Trunk token out of the circulating supply, if that makes sense. So if you take the burned amount of 3 million plus the futures turbine 6.5 million, you have 9.5 million Trunk tokens that are out of circulation, right? In addition to what's locked up probably inside of your Trumpet contract. But you have a supply shock situation that's happening on the Trunk token, which is why it's been going parabolic in the last 2 months.
So is it going to happen like you say the shock supplies are going to happen like all the time, like often, like?
I mean, just it's dependent on however the herd moves, really. So if you look at the Trunk chart, as we pull these tokens out of supply, I mean, it just looks like an attractive chart. There's going to be volatility because Trunk is almost 3 years old. But you know, BT's on a moon mission to where this is going to barrel past $1. That's not where it's going to stop. I think even someone's got a little meme in the chat where they're like $20 Trunk club, like, you know, get in position for a $20 Trunk. But that's been happening. Some of the moves also, like currently we're in the middle of a $2 million buyback that was funded with Savannah House, the governance token. That's something we could talk about as well. But Savannah House is purely a voting token on the Solana side. And there have been a couple of votes that have gone up to where, hey, you know, let's choose how much out of this Elephant Treasury protocol funds do we want to use to deepen liquidity or buy up Trunk token on the Solana side. And so the most recent one is a $2 million buyback that I think started around this area. And he's still got, you know, over 500 500 BNB tokens that are still going to be used for buybacks strategically over the next short period of time. But that's part of the volatility that you see.
Okay, that's nice. To be honest, I missed a lot Trunk, and I think I'm going to scoop up a little bit tonight, just in case. And then if it drops a little bit more, I'll just DCA down. You know, that's my plan. But everything looked nice. Let me just mute one more. There we go. Okay, so that is a lot of information here. I hope everybody understands. If you don't understand, just please rewatch again if needed. You know, it is just a lot of information to take in if you want to understand the full ecosystem. It's not just Trunk, you know, but everybody call Trunk it's like a meme token, correct? Everybody call that.
Yeah. I mean, it is basically a meme token. That's what, you know, this new graphic is for. So it's just appealing to the Solana people. And yeah, it's just a deep liquidity, deflationary, big supply, low supply compared to these meme tokens out there. Token now.
And it's not. Oh, next question. Can you farm on Radium or Orca Trunk with like Solana or USDC, or is it possible to do LP?
Yeah, it is possible. So on the Solana side, for Trunk USDC only, you have liquidity farming links that he gave you for Radium and Meteora. I'm personally farming on Meteora that way because Meteora has a token coming out called MET token. And if you supply liquidity for Trunk USDC, you're earning daily points to get an airdrop for the MET token. But yes, there is farming.
Look, that's very important for me because I'm doing a farming video and I can include that very soon. So that will be nice. Good, nice, sweet. But pretty much, I think you give me so much information. I was waiting for this AMA just to have some things clear in my head because I know you always explain me very, clear.
Yeah, I think we went through everything. I mean, I don't want to make this like our 1 hour long AMAs like usual, but really the focus is Trunk for this bull run. If you listen to BT, man, he just talks about this is the tip of the spear. This is what's going to be in front of everybody for the next 12 months of this bull run. And Trunk is the easy access token. If you have loved ones, this is the one you want to show your gains off to. Tell them about Trumpet staking so you can flip for more Trunk token over time. And futures and Trunk token are the front facing products of this. The annuity, people that use futures, you're helping your own Trunk bag by locking up more Trunk in this turbine, pulling it out of circulation, causing an inevitable supply shock with that as well. And then over time, as the Bitcoin turbine and Trunk turbines grow in dollar size and token count, they will start making gargantuan purchases on the Elephant token, which we know is not the spotlight right now. It is going down, but at the end of the day, Phil, Elephant token still is the number 2 holder of all on-chain BNB, and it's still sitting with $71 million of locked liquidity. It is a deep liquidity juggernaut that is not dying anytime soon. If anything, it's just going to be a sleeping giant in the background waiting to pop its head back up when those turbines, if the herd or community members don't want to hold elephant token, don't worry, Bertha will, especially when those turbines start buying elephant token directly for Bertha, who is designed to just hang on to that. So yeah.
Okay, two last questions. Is like the last piece of the puzzle? Is there going to be new products or anything? Because I know you mentioned, or BT mentioned, that he's going to give like the keys or something for the community or something like that.
Yeah, we can talk briefly about that. So one last thing about Trunk, the keys are renounced on this as well. I think about a month and a half ago, he completely renounced Trunk token. So it is in its final form. Fixed supply, deflationary. You can't mint another Trunk token. It's completely renounced. Okay. So he's moving towards everything going and being run by Savannah House, which is what you also see on the front page here. The mission, as it reads, of Savannah House is to maintain the Elephant Money Protocol. The SVNN token is our official governance token. Savannah House is here to promote the adoption of decentralized web technologies at large. So SVNN token is on the Solana chain. And when you check out on the Trunk page, where is the voting for it? Oh, sorry. Savannah House has its own page. And this is where you can get all the details on Savannah House, but you can farm it on Meteora. Here's the DAO link for voting, and then all the information that you need, even friend tech, there's a group chat over there. But Savannah token is, if you want to say in the future of Elephant Money, even when everything is renounced, and I'm talking when Bertha, when futures, when everything is in final form renounced, he's aiming for by the end of summer, right? That's when he just wants everything buttoned up. That's when he doesn't want to be the squishy target anymore. He just wants to walk away from this, let it run in a decentralized fashion on its own, and then Savannah House, which will be getting funds, will run the marketing, will run the legal, we'll have a board with BT as chairman. It's going to be all the the future governance of the Elephant Money Protocol. So yeah, all of that's happening right now.
Okay, and last question from me, and then I think we can wrap up because this will be like the fastest AMA, but it's not that because people, again, nobody want to watch like too long, and that's why I'm going to like speed up a little bit. So last question is, you mentioned BT going to go for in Bitcoin conference.
Yes.
So is he going to be just like is he going to have like a stand or something there, or he'll be a speaker, or he'll just be like a like a visitor?
I don't think there's going to be an official booth of any kind. I do know that he is on Friday night throwing an Elephant Money specific event. I think it's a 3-hour event where people that show up and they have remember the rare black NFTs? You can go to that event and get a special gift. I think tickets are cheap at only like $50 to get into the event anyway. But that's where you'll get to meet BT himself. Otherwise, I think for the Bitcoin National Conference, I think he's just there, to hang out with people, network with people, and then you're gonna have a ton of herd members, including myself, that'll be out there speaking the good word about Elephant Money, Trunk, futures, all of that stuff. I know a handful of the herd members are gonna be there as well. And yeah, we're just gonna have that grassroots network effect and meet people. It's gonna be great.
And when is this, by the way, and where?
It's in the state of Tennessee in America, in the city of Nashville, and I believe it is on July 25th.
July, yeah, it's so far from me, but I went to in Dubai just in April, so not even 2 months ago, like month and a half ago, and it was like the best conference ever. And I just bought tickets now for Singapore for next one in September. They were like probably expecting 20,000 people there, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. And that's one of those things you can vote on with Savannah House. It'll be like, hey, what's the next, worldwide event that we're going to host an Elephant Money thing or have a presence at? And then you might be able to vote, on Singapore versus London or wherever else these conferences occur. But all of that stuff is happening. He's building all of these building blocks. He's positioned us really well for the bull run. And yeah, we're still in the infancy of all of this. And yeah, man, it's an exciting time. If you haven't checked out Elephant Money ever before, take a look at it now. Not financial advice, but Trunk and futures is what you want to look at. And yeah, enjoy.
Perfect. All right, good. I cannot see any questions, so that's good. I don't like questions too many. Sometimes people asking questions, giving any more like giveaways for AMAs, because last AMA with the giveaways, it was like 50 questions. It was just killing me. Okay, good. By the way, anybody have any questions, guys, feel free to speak or just ask them in the chat if you want. If not, that's still okay. Listen, make sure you follow Elephant Money in their socials. I'll leave the link down in the description. Go and check them out. Ask all the questions. Don't hurry up, just aping like a monkey, But definitely Trunk. It's for me, it's just a great buying opportunity. Like, look that nice dip. When I see red, I'm so excited. When I see the market go down, say yes. I don't want to go too up, because I'm trying to get more tokens. Like, people say, oh, we need Bitcoin up. I say, no, man, just wait, be patient, try to accumulate more tokens. Find a way. And all right. Okay, do you want to say anything before I wrap up?
No, that's it, man. I think that we just set a record for our shortest Elephant Money AMA with Crypto Phil Group. But I don't mind. Thank you for the platform.
So again, thank you so much for everybody. Please like, subscribe. Have a wonderful day wherever you are, and make sure you follow me on my YouTube channel. Thank you. God bless. See you in the next one, guys.
See you later.